Hello guys, I'm gonna briefly go through my picks, and this is not gonna be a long stream as I'm very busy, so I will now try to be as brief as possible. I'm just trying to rock and roll now. Yes, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna kick off right with the bat, only main card. Not gonna analyze fighters too much, just gonna give you brief picks because I'm very busy. Darren Whitney versus Markel Medeiros. Darren Whitney versus Markel Medeiros. I'm going with Darren Whitney for the victory just to see the odds. Darren Whitney minus 112. Fair odds. Okay, Darren Whitney to win minus 112. The next pick is going to be for the fight between Peter Cavallero and Adam Martinez. I think actually Adam Martinez is a tough opponent. He has good wrestling, etc. On the other side, Caballero hits like a Mack truck, so this is pretty much tricky fight to pick. Now, I think Caballero is actually gonna have a hard time with this guy. Pretty much sure he's gonna have a hard time with this guy. Just Peter Caballero minus 450, Adam Martinez plus 300. Think odds are a bit off. Martinez could pull out an upset, but I'm going with minus 450, Adam Caballero to win. But I'm not super confident into that, just to know. The next one, Justin McCormack versus Eduardo Quintero. This is the debut of both of the fighters. Now, need to do a bit of the tape study, tape research. Yeah, Quintero comes out on Muay Thai. McCormack has amateur score of 5-0. Oh yeah, submissions. McCormack should be the favorite. Minus 450, okay. Minus 450, McCormack to win. Now I'm going with the next pick and prediction. This is Gabriel Calvario versus Robert Garcia. Gabriel Calvario 1-1-0 amateur record. He fought at LFA, Xavier Young victory in Fury FC. Robert Garcia 1-0, victory via choke. I'd pass this fight, honestly. I'd honestly pass this fight. Let me see. Gabriel Calvario, Robert Garcia. I'd pass this fight, but let's say Garcia to win. Plus 150. But I'd pass this fight. I'm not confident into this one. Now, Melvin Lopez versus Isaiah Torres. Melvin Lopez 1-1-0. Isaiah Torres 1-2-0. I know Isaiah Torres. Isaiah Torres is a great flyweight, but he's having a hard time defending submission attempts. And Melvin Lopez 1-1-0 fighting out of Honduras. This guy was better than Aljair Romero, lost to Eddie Frere. His cardio might actually create a problem. And Isaiah Torres' cardio is pretty much also critical. So I think Melvin Lopez is going to win. No, Isaiah Torres is the favorite. No, Isaiah Torres is the favorite. Okay, minus 175 Torres to win. Then I'm switching my pick. I was thinking he was going to be the underdog, but it's vice versa. Jesus Martinez versus Oscar Herrera. I'm going with Oscar Herrera to win just to see how much is Herrera to win. Where the hell it is, Oscar Herrera? Can't find the damn odd. Minus 459. I agree. Minus 459, Oscar Herrera to win. That's okay. Now I'm gonna go with the next one, and this is the clash between Ciron Harrison and Arion Young. Ciron Harrison 0-1-0. Arion Young, riding score 3-1-0, professional MMA record, 6'0" out of Oklahoma. Joe Stevenson's student, Joe Stevenson, Cobra Kai, has one victory already. Ciron Harrison broke up 0-1-0, lost to Justice Torres with Fury FC 64 via rear naked choke. I think Young actually has better chances to win the fight. Now let me check. Arion Young. Young to win. I think just the line is a bit off, but that's the way it works. Devon Jackson is slated to fight George Martinez. Devon Jackson riding a score of 2-0. The relentless DJ Quick 200, 5'5". This guy defeated Joshua Van, defeated Dominic Perez. He's on a winning streak. And Basso, George Martinez, 5'0", 5'7". He is longer. Defeated Jacob Romero. Prior to that, lost to Trujillo and Mota. He's got experience under his belt, but I think Devon Jackson is going to have slightly greater chances. -275. Line is a bit off, but I would give him maybe -150. That's how I see this coming up and happening. Now we are going to see Robert Washington versus Joe Borshchik. I'm actually a big fan of Joe, the name Jim Borshchik, 6'5", 5'8", out of Livingston, Montana. Suffered back-to-back losses to Josh Quinlan and Nazim Sadiko, but he was losing to beasts, He was really losing to beasts, and he's a really, really great fighter. And Robert Washington, 19, 11'0", 5'7", 70.5 inches of reach. Also 3-4, lost in Titan FC to Grant Dawson. I actually think Borshchik. Man, I'm a fan. I love the guy. Joe Borshchik to win. Joe Borshchik to win, -120. Then we're gonna have the fight between Juan Carlos de Leon and Markel Medeiros. I've got Markel Medeiros to win. Just let me check the odds. What? Markel Medeiros to win. I can't find the odd, but Markel to win. Shane Torres versus Kel Muniz. I think Shane Torres is brutally good if the fight gets dragged to the ground. 4-1-0 for Shane Torres. Shane Torres was better than Cameron Smooterman, DJ Navarro, and his cardio rocks. He's also a good grappler. Kael Manny Muniz, however, 5'9", 71 inches of reach, fighting out of Hawaii. He lost to Carlos Vera at Fury FC. He was better than Steven Perez, Josh Walker, and he was losing to some high-level opponents. So, yeah. This is tricky, but I think Torres should be a favorite. Shane Torres. -188, okay. -188. Shane Torres to win. Then we got Cody Walker versus Matt Jones. Cody Walker 9-1-0, Matt Jones 9-4-0. Cody Walker is a tough opponent to deal with, but I'm going to give advantage to Matt Jones. Slight advantage to Matt Jones. I think line is pretty much off. I usually pick more underdogs, but the line is pretty much off here. -200, -150, but that's how I see it. Now the next one is going to be Alberto Trujillo versus Jacob Silva. Big fan of both fighters, but I'm giving this to Trujillo. He used to be a guest of mine, trains with Wilson Hayes, very dedicated fighter. Trujillo to win. I have to make a shorter video because I'm busy today. Now we got another interesting fight. We got Abdul Karim Al-Silvadi versus Chris Pesero. Not the greatest fan of Abdul Karim Al-Silvadi, 40 MMA fighter, but he is good. I'm not a fan of his fighting style, but he is a good fighter. He might not be the most entertaining, but he is winning. He is really winning. His grappling is top-notch. Chris Pesero, 14-11-0, 5'9", 73 inches of reach. Unfortunately, Pesero was always losing to grapplers. Damon Jackson, Alex Hernandez, Julius Holmes, Ivan Katz. I think Al-Silvadi gonna win, unfortunately. Not hard. Al-Silvadi to win. -800. Got 2 more fights left. Isaiah Gutierrez versus Carlos Vera. Now you're gonna criticize me heavily. Gutierrez is brutally good fighter, but I'm gonna give advantage to Pequeño Vera. Now this is an upset fishing, but Pequeño Vera is very much underrated. And you've seen his record, you've seen who he defeated, Peter Cavallero, Kael Muniz. I think Pequeño Vera is underrated, so going with Carlos Vera. to win plus 105. And then we are going to go with the main event of the evening, which is the clash between Austin Jones and Ivan Katz. Tough fight to call. Austin Jones, Osmosis, 5'9", 75 inches of reach, Factory X Muay Thai, defeated Montreal James and Armush Kuiton. Ivan Katz, 14-5-0, welterweight fighter, 6'1", 76 inches of reach. Well, at least he is taller, but Fitness Fight Factory fighter was having a hard time, for example, against Johan Leinus, lost via body punches. He was having tough matches. He defeated Ramiz Brahimaj. This is so tough fight to pick. This guy defeated Adam Smith, Chris Pesero. Tough fight. Jones versus Katz. Jones versus Katz to go the distance. This is my pick. This is even odds, so pretty much even. This is lucky pick. So hard to pick a side. Let's say Austin Jones in minus 110. So there you go, my picks, lads. And thank you for stopping by. Thank you for staying with me. It really means a lot to me. And now I must go. I have some obligations. And catch you later.